This is a huge deal and has the potential to be hugely impactful. I've been a part of conferences for some time now, and the ones that are the most impactful for the communities around them are the ones that are actually embedded into the community around them.
This is the first ever Lightspark Media Summit, and it could not happen without all of you showing up.
Our vision for the Lightspark Media Summit was to bring together people who typically don't interact, lawyers, business people, artists, creative professionals, as well as students. Get them all in the same room at the same time and have them collide.
Having a conference like this where you get all of this creative energy together in one room, but people seeing things from different lenses, is how you make things more viable.
It includes 6 panel discussions, 3 on music, 3 on film and TV, 2 presentations, one by Jeff Cole.
People will be watching original content in home as well as theaters.
As well as Doug Lichtman, who is a UCLA law professor.
I wanted to think a little bit about where lawyers are failing this ecosystem.
The panels were a combination of an inside peek at how the industry works, as well as some practical advice for people who are working in the industry. So for example, we had a docu-serious business panel.
I moderated a really interesting discussion on the changing documentary film business.
We didn't know what type of story it was, but as we started filming it, we're like, oh, we have something really good here.
What's happening with distribution, how financing is changing. It was a great conversation.
Streams and Lakes was about streaming music and events like festivals.
I enjoyed the transparency of seeing who is listening to my music and where and how and why and for how long.
At lunch, we have a keynote speaker, Maria Bello, who talked about how Hollywood can move to lift up those underrepresented voices.
Every time I come to Utah, I am met with more and more people working towards equality and social justice for all.
And then, to top it all off, at the end of the day, we have a concert by the Federal Empire. Throughout the day, we've peppered in networking opportunities where people could just meet and mingle in a stress-free, fun environment. We wanted to ensure that you could examine film and TV and music and the development and production and distribution and marketing processes across all of these industries through the lens of a creative professional, of a lawyer, of a business person, so that there's something in it for everyone and you can connect the dots that you wouldn't otherwise see.
You forget the steps that it took for you to get to where you are. So it's good to go back and refresh your memory, and so it's a nice thing to be able to be here and contribute back and forth in that way.
I really think that Utah is becoming one of the epicenters of creating content in media. So I think it's becoming a little Hollywood.
What makes this conference so important is the understanding that there is work to be done here to ensure that the creative minds and talent aren't leaving the city.
The Lightspark Media Summit was the beginning of a movement to create a thriving entertainment industry in Salt Lake City. And we need everyone to get on board, lawyers and business people and creative professionals across film, TV, and music, and AR and VR and video games to all come together to create an unstoppable force in the industry based right here.